Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Chunky here, and we got another Gran Turismo 7 money method, this one at Le Mans. Now, it has been a while since we've done some of these videos, but we're back. We got another one for you, and look at this beauty on your screen. This car is just a pure American classic car. Well, we say classic, it's a modern twist on a classic car, isn't it? So let's take it to Le Mans, let's see what it can do, and this one is very fun to drive. Now, if you're here and you haven't hit that like button, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit it. Tell me in the comments down below what you think of this car, and if you haven't done it yet, hit the subscribe button as well. But let's get into the actual video itself. Now, the first thing you're going to do, as always, is you need to get the car. If you don't have it, you need to pop into Brand Central, and once you're into Brand Central, you need to go into the Americas and then go into the Roadster shop over here. It's the third one down. Once you're in the Roadster shop, pop into the showroom, and there is only the one car you're going to be able to get. It costs 300,000 credit. It's a bargain for this sort of car. This car is absolutely ridiculous. Go ahead, purchase it. It's only one colour to choose from, and once you purchased it, it just rolls out for you like a new car coming out of the showroom, flashing its lights and giving you those extra points so you can get your collector level up. Once you've done that, you need to go into the tuning shop. Now, with the tuning shop, you're going to have to bear with me over here. There's not a lot that you need to do, but as always, you're going to need to get that power restrictor so we can restrict the output and just play around with the PP points to get it bang on 700. Get the ballast. Again, that will do the same thing. It will just help us out a little bit. From the racing, we're going to pop in and get the racing intercooler. It's going to force the induction into the engine, and then we're going to need the racing air filter as well. It's designed to help boost peak power in the higher RPM range, and then you're going to get the racing silencer as well. It just provides an excellent exhaust flow, but it does also make the car sound really nice. Racing brake pads, you need the car to stop, and to go along with it, you need to get the racing brake kit as well. I always go for slotted, but you can get the drilled ones. Then you're going to need to go and get the racing hard tyres. You need the racing hard tyres for this race. You can use the racing mediums, but honestly, racing hards don't really wear, and it keeps your PP down. And then also need to get the intermediate tyres. At the very least, intermediates. You may want to get the wet tyres if you really want to, but I find that generally I'm okay with intermediates at these races. From there, pop into your garage, go into car settings, and you're just going to need to make sure you've got the racing hard tyres on. The only thing you need to change is the racing ballast. It's the ballast, not the racing ballast, to 36. You need to get your ballast positioning down to -6, and then your power restrictor to 97. Everything else, you bought it, it should automatically pop on, and that will give you a PP of bang on 700. So fairly straightforward, not a lot to spend. And then from there, you're going to go into World Circuits, and we're going to select the race. This one is in the Europe section. You're going to go up to 24-hour Le Mans Racing Circuit, Circuit de la Sarthe, and pop into the World Touring Car 700. Once you're there, it's just going to show you that everything's okay. If anything's flashing red, you're going to need to just double check it. But with this one, we're all good to go. So once you get out on track, first thing I'm going to need to do is turn the fuel mix to 6. Now, this car does like to drink. It is thirsty. It's an American car, classic car. These cars were built with big engines. These things drink, but they also run really fast. Now, a couple of things to bear in mind is just be nice and gentle in the corners. The car is not too bad, but it does have quite a lot of power, especially when you're accelerating it out. Just feather the throttle very gently, just so you get a bit of traction. Bit of disclaimer, because you see that I'm going through the cars quite easily here, I do set the difficulty at the Circuit de la Sarthe down to easy. I know with Sardinia we go with a hard. This one, you're going to get past these cars fairly quick. And then it gives you decent lap times, so I turn it down to easy. It's personal preference, you can do it whichever way you want. Be careful at that corner there, because the cars do tend to be a lot slower than what you are going to be. On the straight, you're going to see that we're just going to be having a little bit of fun. I always like to do this in the first lap, breeze through the cars, sometimes zigging in and out, and then what you need to do is maybe save a little bit of fuel. You can rev it out, it does do the 2 laps fairly easily, but why not? You don't really need to go too hard. Save the fuel, let it car coast, and then be gentle on the brakes. Try to do all your braking as much as you can in a straight line. Let the car roll through the corners, and then just be gentle on the power. On this back straight, after the first chicane, again, you're going to see that we're going to go in and out of these cars. We're going to go to the left, we're going to go to the right, and then we're going to... What's the rest of that song? Is that a song? I don't know. But overtaken this car, and we're already into 4th place. Zooming in past the second chicane, going into the end of the straight, we're going to pass 3rd place, 2nd place, like it was a hot knife through butter. And then once you're out of that corner, you're going to get past the 1st place car, and you're in the lead of the race. That's it. You're in P1. And as you can see, the time is just ticking away. By the end of lap 2, you're going to need to go in for fuel. Look at the tyres, it hardly wears, so you don't really need to change the tyres here. As you can see, I'm going to go in and I'm really just going to get fuel. Do not change your tyres. Unless you're driving like an absolute lunatic and you've worn them out. I don't know how you can do that. I didn't, but let me know if you do. Once you come out, you're going to see that we're miles ahead of P2. End of lap 4, we got to go in again. But this is what you need to start thinking about. You need to start thinking about your weather radar. Is the rain going to come? At this point, I had to make a decision. Was it going to rain, and did I need a wet tyres? I thought it was, so I've gone for the racing intermediates at this point, and I've filled up the car. Now, you're going to see in just a second that probably is the wrong decision, but we'll get to it in a bit. But as you can see, the mechanic's doing a fine little job here at changing the tyres and getting us some fuel. Again, when we come out, we're going to be miles ahead. And look at the radar, it's wet, but it's not very wet. And as you can see, getting to the end of the straight, the tyres are wearing. Because there's not a lot of water on the track, it doesn't even, almost hardly registers. The wear on the inters is absolutely ridiculous. And looking at your radar, there's hardly any rain coming. So by the end of lap 5, I've gone back into the pits and I'm going to get onto the right tyre. You might think, why are you stopping too many times? You don't need to stop. You maybe could have gone again. I could have done. But what they say in racing, being the right tyres at the right time. That's what they say. Murray Walker said it, all the commentators say it, so I'm just another guy. But go in, get the tyres on, and you're going to be on the hard tyres. By this point, you've got 7 minutes to go. It's probably, you're going to do 2 more laps. Don't need to worry about fuel. You're on the right tyres, the rain's not going to come. And yeah, you're a minute and a bit ahead of the next place car. Coming up to the end of lap 7, this is the end of our race. So we've gone over the 30 minutes. It's going to be 31 point something. 31, 14, 15, 41 minutes. 31 minutes and 15 seconds. So not too bad. And as you can see by here, we've finished the race over 2 minutes ahead of P2. P3 is a little bit further and so on and so on. But this is what we came for. Look at this, 825,000 credits. It's an easy win. And then once you go in, you still get that clean race bonus. That's where you get in the 825 rather than the 550. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is 550. And then you get your star tickets. But there you go, guys. There's another car that you can use at Circuit de la Sarthe at the Le Mans World Touring Car 700. This car feels amazing. It's really fun to drive. It's got a little bit of a slide. You just got to be very careful to get on the power. A little bit gentler because it's got that much grunt. But yeah, it goes in and out of traffic like a hot knife through butter, like I said earlier. It feels amazing, and it's another different type of car that you can use, so it doesn't get boring. So if you have liked this video, please do go ahead and hit that like button and tell me in the comments down below what you think of this video, and also do consider subscribing to the channel, and it will help us grow massively. But before you go, do check out these other videos that are going to pop up on your screen now before you go, and I'll catch you on the next one. Chunky out.